Welcome to Perfect Vocals Academy. This is a brand new plugin, and the minute I loaded it up, I was like, wow, this is perfect. This is just what I needed. Speed up workflow, plug and play, great sounding effects right out of the box. Chorus is great. Delay sounds very warm and just in the pocket. And then the reverb is a very long space reverb. And then we're going to try out the plate too. So we're just going to dial in some nice effects one by one here. So you can turn off each effect right here. Obviously when it's lit up, it's on. It's a pretty nice looking interface. Definitely like that. So we're going to turn off the delay and reverb and adjust this chorus. So this knob that says in, you can kind of treat this as like a mix knob. So each knob that says in, that's like a separate mix knob for each module. And then you have a mix knob up here that's going to mix all of the effects, wet or dry. Pretty cool, pretty flexible.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now and later, I've been off it, I've been meditating. I've been off of ecstasy, that medication. Pull a trigger, tucking, now they dead.
Okay, so like your mix knob, your intensity here, intensity is kind of gonna do some different things with the pitch of the chorus, and this is just your overall amount up here. And then we have different types.
When niggas and they dead favors. Now and later, I've been off it, I've been meditating.
This one's different. This one kind of sounded a little bit like a reverb, like a small room reverb.
Fuck with niggas and they dead.
So yeah, we'll stick with that. Width, I've noticed when you crank this up, it kind of has more of the effect as stereo, so it's wider. Definitely a nice sound to
Fuck
it.
with niggas and they dead favors.
Let's get onto the delay on this.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now and later, I've been off it, I've been meditating. I've been off it.
It's a nice sounding delay, nice and in the pocket. It looks like by default, it's filtering off about 5K. You can adjust that.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now and later, I've been off it, I've been meditating. I've been off it.
Sounded pretty good on 5. I definitely like that.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors.
Feedback, obviously how many times it repeats.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now and later, I've been off it, I've been meditating. I've been off of ecstasy, that medication. Pull a trigger, tucking, now they dead late.
Nice sounding feedback on that. That's pretty flexible. If you want to get really trippy with effects, you can mess with that feedback.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now and later, I've been off it, I've been meditating. I've been off of ecstasy, that medication. Pull a trigger, tucking, now they dead late.
Got a built-in modulation down here. Offset.
When niggas and they dead favors. Now and later, I've been off it, I've been.
Does some cool stuff with the panning. And then let's get on to the reverb. So this reverb is a space reverb, so it's super trippy.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now and later, I've been off it, I've been meditating. I've been off of ecstasy, that medication. Pull a trigger, tucking, now they dead late. I've been in the mud and I've been dead waiting. Pull up trigger, tuck that bitch like.
As you can hear, when I started bringing up the mix of all the effects, you can hear the chorus more reverb. So if you're trying to go for a really tripped out effect, definitely give it some mix up here.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now and later, I've been off it, I've been meditating. I've been off of ecstasy, that medication. Pull a trigger, tucking, now they dead late. I've been in the mud and I've been dead waiting. Pull up trigger, tuck that bitch like dead weight. She been on it.
You have a dampening knob right here.
Niggas and they dead favors. Now and later, I've been off it, I've been meditating. I've been off it.
When you turn it all the way to the right, it's less dampening, so you're going to hear more high end in the reverb. When you turn it to the left, it's going to be a darker, more rich sounding reverb. Pre-delay, so that's pretty simple. You've probably heard in other videos. Pre-delay is the reverb starts slightly after the vocal, and you can set how far after the vocal you want it to start. I don't go too far with pre-delay because it gets a little different than what I'm going for usually, but you could play with that.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now Now later, I've been off it.
Okay, wow, that space sounds very modern. Let's try this plate.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now later, I've been off it. I've been meditating. I've been off it. See that medication. Pull a trigger, tucking out they dead later.
This is your decay. This is how long you want the reverb to ring out.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now later, I've been off it. I've been meditating. I've been off it. See that medication.
Wow.
Pull a trigger, tucking out they dead later. I've been in the mud and I've been dead waiting. Pull up trigger, tuck that bitch like dead weight. She been on it. Body taking. 40 blowing. Leaves.
This is a fantastic sounding reverb. I really like this. Even as heavy as that was with the reverb, it still sounded so good in a way.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now later, I've been off it. I've been meditating. I've been off it. See that medication. Pull a trigger, tucking out they dead later. I've been in the mud and I've been dead waiting. Pull up trigger, tuck that bitch like dead weight. She been on it. Body taking. 40 blowing. Leave his body shaking. And they dead favors. Now later, I've been off it. I've been meditating.
Okay, so since this is Space Rider, like Vocal Rider and Bass Rider, we can do some automatic stuff with this. So let's try it out.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now later, I've been off it. I've been meditating.
That is cool.
I've been off it. See that medication. Pull a trigger, tucking out they dead later.
That is so cool. Wow, I have never thought of that. I mean, I have, I guess. I used to put a compressor on a delay or a reverb and then send a signal from the vocal to where every time the vocal's going, it's compressing or ducking out the effect. But this is cool. This is automating the effects to turn down like a volume fader, almost like we're just doing automation the whole track. It's automating the effects to turn down really quick whenever the vocal is going and when it starts going again. So it kind of eliminates the delay to just get really muddy and jumbled.
Fuck with niggas and they dead favors. Now later, I've been off it.
Yeah, there's an attack and release over here.
I've been off it. See that medication. Pull a trigger, tucking out they dead later.
So if you want it to come through more, then adjust the sensitivity then.
Pull up trigger, tuck that bitch like dead weight. She been on it. Body taking. 40 blowing. Leave his body.
That sounds so cool. It's like the effects and vocal kind of come in and out when you keep this sensitivity low. This plugin is going to definitely be something that I use all the time. This is great. Highly would recommend this one, guys. If you like this plugin, hit the link in the description and help the channel. If you're not a Waves Creative Access subscriber, I would highly recommend it. Waves has a large arsenal of plugins for a fair monthly subscription, and I use them every single day on every mix, so I would highly recommend that. Also, check out the rest of the stuff that I offer in my description, the Vocal Mixing Masterclass. I offer coaching, and I definitely want to help you dive deeper in your audio engineering journey. Share this video, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next week.